Hey guys, my name's Craig. This is Magic TV. It's 9 o'clock and it's a Sunday, which means it's time for a review show special. This is where I take a deep dive into a particular trick, a particular creator, a particular subject, and I talk about why it's so awesome or why it's so terrible, depending on the trick. And today I'm going to be looking at Leo Smetsers, and Leo is back with a trick called S-Horn, and this is S-Horn. And, full disclosure, Leo sent this to me. He said to me, hey, I'd really like to review my new trick. Please let me know what you think. I consider Leo a friend. Now, that doesn't mean I've always given him a great review. In fact, if you saw the review show with me and Ryland recently, he brought out an any card at any number that I really didn't like. I think I gave it 0%. But then there's stuff that Leo's brought out in the past that I think are some of the best tricks that I've ever seen. So what is S-Horn? Well, you're going to see a performance of it in a minute. But with this product, you get a lot of stuff. Let me show you all the stuff that you get. You get a couple of, you get a normal size sponge ball. You get a giant sponge ball. You get like 8 of these tiny little sponge balls. I'm not going to bring all of them out, but you get like 8 of them. You don't need 8. You don't need 8. But you get spares. And then the big thing that you get is you get this horn. So what is the horn? Well, this isn't just a horn that is bought from a shop and is decided to use with this. This is a horn that has, it's gimmicked in several ways that allow you to perform absolute miracles. Now, I've got a blue mat, and I've got a red mat, and I've got a red ball. But I mean, what you can do is you can have that thing vanish. You can have that thing appear underneath, and it's not a chop thing or anything like that. It's not like using a chop cup time methodology, because you're not, but you're able at any point that you want to make balls vanish and make balls appear. It's very, very clever. You combine that with other balls, and you can make absolute miracles happen. It's great. You can use it as like a chop cup type thing. You can use it as a benson bowl type thing. It's completely up to you. You're going to see a routine in a minute. The nice thing is, so on the tutorial, there's live performances. There's multiple live performances of Leo doing this to real people, and you see the reactions that he gets. He gets great reactions. And he's combined chop cup style moves with benson bowl style routines, but because you're using sponge balls, you can use traditional sponge ball type routines as well. So you can kind of do the whole 2 in the hand, 1 in the pocket, or I'll hold this one, you hold this one. Now you're going to see a performance of this now. Now this is me performing this to Michael. It's Christmas here, and it's a few people have had a few days off. Jack's not here today, and I really wanted to film this tutorial. I really wanted to film this review. So I'm performing it to Michael behind the camera, but so I'm not doing any of the things where it'd be like, look, I hold on to this one, you hold on to this one, but understand that you can incorporate those moves into this routine as well. In fact, right at the very beginning, the first phase that Leo uses in his routine is beautiful. I've seen it before, but it's really good. It's like where you've got a ball and you get them to hold their hand up here, and you make this vanish, and then it's in their elbow. Really, really strong moment. I mean, Leo breaks everything down with a fine-tooth comb. So let's have a look at performance of this. You can see a few of the moves. To be honest, I'm just jazzing with it, because although I really like Leo's routine, the thing I'm most excited about with this is coming up with my own ideas and my own moves. And I've been playing with this for about a week. I'm not where I want it to be right now, but it's getting there. It's getting there. So let's have a look at that. So Michael, do you know what this is?
A horn?
Correct, it is a horn. And do you know what happens when I squeeze that black thing on top?
Bit of squeak.
Yes. But the other thing it does is it makes a ball appear, Michael.
What?
A little red ball right there underneath the horn. This is what dreams are made of. This is real magic. Now the thing is, if I don't squeeze the horn, nothing happens. But the second I squeeze the horn, the ball will vanish from here and it'll appear over here. If magic was real, this is what it would look like. Now watch. I'm going to put one of the balls in my hand.
Yeah.
I say one of the balls because I also have another ball in my pocket. This is ball number 2. Now ball number 2 goes underneath the horn. Question, Michael, where's ball number 2?
Underneath the horn?
That tells me that you missed the moment that it jumped over here.
What?
Yeah, the ball's over there. Let's try that again. Where's the balls, Michael?
By the side of the horn,
But
yeah.
if I squeeze this one and then squeeze the horn, what happens is that one goes right there. And is this confusing you? Because frankly, it's
Just a bit.
confusing me as well. Let's do that again. I'll take this one. I'll squeeze the horn. Guess what happens when I squeeze the horn, Michael?
It's under the horn.
It's under the horn, Michael. This is real magic right now. Let's do this again. Look, there's the two balls right there underneath the horn. Now, I do have a third ball. That's right, I have 3 balls. My mum called me special. Watch the third ball. They're not big, but they're fine. They're fine. There's no problem. Look, if I just squeeze hard enough, look at that. I didn't even need to honk the horn. I didn't even need to honk my horn, Michael. This is amazing. Oh, and one of my balls has dropped, Michael, but I don't care. I'm going to put the other 2 away. Do you know what? You know the ball that dropped on the floor, Michael?
Yeah.
It didn't drop on the floor. Look at that. It's in the handle of the horn, Michael. It's in the handle of the horn. This is crazy, right? Let me do it one more time. I'm going to put the ball in my pocket, and for the big finish, I'm going to try and get the ball from my pocket to underneath the horn. Would that be good?
Yeah.
Watch. It's quite hard to make it jump from the pocket. I think I've squeezed it too many times. Michael, do you know what happens when I squeeze it too many times?
What?
The ball gets like about 20 times big, Michael. Look at the size of that thing. That's just ridiculous. Do you think that's a big ball?
That is a big ball.
It is a big ball. But if I squeeze again, I mean, where that one comes from, Michael, I have literally no idea. That's ridiculous. It doesn't even fit. Like I say, that's a really, really fun routine. You have to be the right sort of performer to pull this off. I mean, not everybody's going to want to bring out... I couldn't see Nick Einhorn, for example. The suave, sophisticated, debonair Nick Einhorn, or the suave, sophisticated, debonair Michael Vincent coming out with a horn and going, hey, let me show you a trick with a horn. Look at the ball. Oh my God, it's gone. Look at this. It's back. I think you'd have to be the right sort of performer. I could definitely pull this off. What's cool about this is there's not really any angle issues. There's not any angle issues at all. There's basic sleight of hand. You need to be able to do a vanish and stuff like that, but everything is fully explained by Leo. He goes into cups and balls type moves. He goes into benson bowl type moves. He goes into chop cup style moves. He goes into sponge ball style moves. He goes into 2 in the hand, 1 in the pocket style moves. He goes through how to do final loads. The beautiful thing about this giant final load is it doesn't feel like it can fit inside this thing. And so when you get this at the end, it's just like, how is that even possible, right? The one negative for a close-up performer, and by the way, the thing will work on any surface. So this thing will work on any surface. You don't need a pad. I'm using a pad, but you don't need a pad. So surface is not an issue. You can use it absolutely any surface. That's fine. You don't need a close-up pad. But obviously you are going to have to carry this around with you. Now, I see people carrying around chop cups all the time, so that's not an issue. You can have like a little holder that holds it to the side, or you could do what I used to do when I took my cups and balls around with me to walk around gigs, which is you just throw it in your case, and when you find that place that you think it'll be suitable for, you say, let me show you something really special. I've got something over here, let me go and grab it. And you come and grab this and you perform it for them. But you are going to have to carry this around with you. And obviously, you're going to need a few spongeable things as well in order to do the full routine. But I do like this. One of my favourite routines is the Tommy Wonder routine, where he gets the little salt shaker with the weird noise in it, and he does that, and that denotes the magic. You have the same sort of thing with this. You squeeze the horn. You can get them to squeeze the horn. Squeeze the horn, well, that's going to make the ball disappear. Squeeze it, that's going to bring it back. And like I say, you can go in whatever direction you want to go in with that. Like, I love Leo's idea of loading the ball in between the handle, and that's why the handle has been shaped that way. That's a really clever idea. Anybody who does card under box, card under glass, the El Goshman coin under salt shaker style routine, you're going to know that type of thing is just brilliant. When you're putting things away and, oh my God, it's come back over here. Now look, it's underneath here. Now it's back over there. Just all these moments are great. And the hook lines that you can actually put together with this, my God, you can talk about how you met a clown and the clown gave you a horn. You could talk about how, you know, if you're a comedy magician, well, you know, a lot of people think that wands are the source of magician's power, but we've moved on since then. It's no longer wands. It's all about the horn, baby. You know, there's so much you can do with this. It really is. And I love the way it's gimmicked. I really love. I thought it was just going to be a regular horn, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. But the fact that you can literally just snap your fingers and have it vanish, and then snap your fingers again and bring it back, and you can do that openly in front of the audience, combining that with like moves, you know, like chop cup style moves and things like that. You know, the opportunities here are endless. I really like this. I think people that buy this, they're going to come up with some really fun and funky routines. I really do. I also like the fact that it's in its own little case. You just pop everything in there, so you travel with it to the venue like that, and you're good, and you can open it up and use it whenever you want to. If you do a formal show, parlor show, cabaret show, formal stand-up close-up show, this, if you've got the right character to pull this off, this would be great. I love this. It's definite. And also, by the way, kid shows. This would be great in a kid's show. You know, getting the kids to come and squeeze the horn, and that makes the ball underneath. I see a lot of kids magicians, and they don't really do impressive kids magic. They don't really do impressive magic. It's all reliant on boxes and gizmos and stuff like that. But I think that the best type of magic that you can perform for kids, excuse me, is when you can incorporate some sleight of hand into it, but still make it amusing and entertaining for the children. If you're a kids entertainer or a family entertainer, I honestly think this is something that you 100% should be picking up, because this isn't that much, it's not that bulky, that's all it is. You put it in your case, it's going to keep it nice and safe. You take it out, you're good to go. I'll never forget watching John Kimmons for the first time, Kimmo. And he opened up his show with the sponge balls, and he was just doing it as kind of a warm-up thing. And I'm like, that's absolutely brilliant, using the sponge balls that way. You could use this as a warm-up, or you could use it as the main event. This could be a closer, it could be a middler, it could be an opener. It establishes credibility, it establishes skill. It's great. It's why I'm giving this 98%. I think this is really good. I think that anybody who buys it won't be disappointed. The tutorial is great, the teaching is great, the quality of the prop is great, the way it works is great. I love it. 98%. And you know, it's available from Leo directly. I believe Alakazam have them as well. I don't know if it's available all through all magic dealers, but Leo's the person probably to hit up on this to find out. It's called S-Horn, and it's available now, 98% from Magic TV. So there you go, guys. That's another review show in the bag. Do me a favor, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Now, you want to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. And if you haven't already done so, go check out the Netrix, www.thenetrix.com. Go check it out, see what all the fuss is about. And I'll be back again very, very soon with another video. And if you haven't already done so, go check out the Q&A on Sunday. The Q&A's just gone up for Sunday, and it was a good one this week. I'll see you again soon. Thanks very much for watching. My name's Craig from Magic TV.